We lost the popular vote, and we lost the electoral vote. We got crushed.
That's right. They did get crushed. And I think I think we all gave them a little too much credit and maybe expected Democrats to quickly realize why they lost so big. I mean, it was pretty obvious, right? Or at least it was to me, starting with their candidates of choice, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, who wants to put tampons in boys' bathrooms. They were awful choices. Who thought that ticket was going to be a winner, huh? Makes you wonder, right? But it was everything. It was their policy at the border, their economic policy that gave us rampant inflation. It was all the woke stuff. The list goes on and on. It's everything. I think theoretically, anyone with common sense could be hired by the DNC right now to come in as a consultant and explain to them why they lost, right? Go to any town, any of the swing states, knock on somebody's door, and most likely they could explain to Democrats, hey, yeah, you lost because your policy on all the big issues, it was terrible. You want men to play in women's sports and criminals to stay in our country that are here illegally and are gang members and wife beaters. We also can't afford anything anymore. That's not going to work for us. But they still don't get that. And the reason I'm talking about this tonight is Governor Newsom let us know this very thing, that even after 100 days, Democrats still don't understand why they lost control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate. He thinks they need to go in and investigate it some more.
And we need to understand why. Was it because of the incumbency penalty? Was it because of inflation? Was it because of interest rates? Was it because of immigration? Was it because we were too, quote unquote, woke? Was it because of issues with Israel? Was it all of the above? I think we are going through that forensic. We need to understand it.
Well, here, I'll give them some free consulting. Yes, it's all the above. What are you all still confused about? Governor Newsom and the rest of the Democrat Party, it is everything. It was rampant inflation. It was the border, all the problems that came along with it. It was the wars breaking out under Democrat watch. It was certainly all the woke stuff, as the governor put it. Common sense people don't want this. And what's scary to me and really telling is the fact that Democrats, still at this point, they don't get it. And the only conclusion that I can come to is they are so detached from reality, they're never going to get it. Their party has gone so far left, even in the face of major defeat, they cannot comprehend the American people hit their breaking point with woke. Now, they may at some point act like they're going to come towards the middle, maybe hire some liberal consultants to come in and pitch some ideas, the same people who thought Tim Walz was going to connect with people. But they really don't even know where the middle is, so it's impossible for them to do that. Tim Walz recently talked about how whoever is running things for Democrats thought that he might be able to garner the mail vote.
I knew I was on the ticket, I would argue, because we did a lot of amazing progressive things in Minnesota that improved people's lives. But I also was on the ticket, quite honestly, you know, because I could code talk to white guys watching football, fixing their truck, doing that I could put them at ease. I was the permission structure to say, look, you can do this and vote for this. And you look across those swing states, with the exception of Minnesota.
Well, you see, actually, he was the permission structure, the permission slip for men and women alike, really, to run for the hills and abandon their party. Remember how weird the potential second lady was going to be? Remember this?
What are we going to do? We're going to turn the page. Oh, pretty good. Do it again. We're going to turn the page. And we're going to turn the page. All right, so I'm going to be watching you.
Pretty freaky, right? Anyways, they're leaving so many little crumbs along the way about how out of touch they are with this country and what people care about. You know, one of their leaders, new leaders of the Democrat Party, this person, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, has been doing some speaking about the biggest problems facing our country. And according to her, it's not the economy, it's not the border or the criminals that come in. It's white men.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
I mean, think about that. She wants to start profiling, in her words, white men who don't want to obey to their woke ideology. Now, who's the real threat to democracy? I think it's them. You know, nothing screams, come on back to the Democrat Party, like saying to white guys, hey, you are a danger to society because you are not woke enough.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.